Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another weekly edition of MidRank Madness. This is a game between BallsMcGee and robawtic on Vaani Research Station. In the top side of this map, we have the red Terran player. It is BallsMcGee. And in the bottom side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is robawtic, represented by INGT with the cow spinning logo. I've seen a cow spinning logo before. I don't remember him having sunglasses or that SC gold chain, though. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool to see, I must admit. All right, so a ZVT MidRank Madness for you. You're going to say, Falcon, why is there a MidRank Madness this time of the week? I thought those were on Tuesdays. And yes, they generally are, but I'm going to start casting more into the void, more MidRank Madness, just to get more exposure to the people who do like to submit replays to falconpaladin@gmail.com. So if you have a gold, platinum, or diamond level replay you'd like me to cast, that is epic, that involves things like battle cruisers or carriers or proxies or down to the wire base trade type games, send them to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness, and I will take a look at them, send them to my screeners. The best ones will get selected, and we'll move on from there. So it looks like a double racks opening from BallsMcGee. Is he going Mass Reaper on us? Is that what we're seeing here at a MidRank Madness game? I don't think we've seen this before, if that's what it is. But, you know, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and, you know, players like Kellizer like to do this kind of thing. Marine Lord has done it as well. So Reaper number 1 on the way. I don't know if this is... I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be Mass Reaper or not. I'm just trying to decide at this point. Let's see what the second Rax is going to do. Let's take a look at that production, and it's going to be a Reaper. Okay, so it is a group of Reapers. Crap. All right, so I got to look at some of the suggested names for Reapers that I've gotten to my channel. Let's pull up that list. Where are you, list? Reapers heading on down. Let's follow that guy while we're doing that. I got some. I know I did. Anyway, first Reaper here is doing some stuff, throwing down that KD8 charge. And Ling's trying to defend here as well. I know this is really exciting listening to me to try to find... Oh no, Reaper does get killed though. Oh, you can't die there. You can't die there. That's brutal. That is brutal. All right. Still looking. Man, I had a whole bunch of them here. What was that cast that I did that had a ton of suggestions for Mass Reaper names? And actually, are the Reapers not moving out at this point? Is that just a 2 Racks? 2 Reaper opening? There's 1 Reaper. There's 2 Reapers. Interesting. Interestingly enough. All right, so let's forget about that. Let's forget about doing that. Let's name this Reaper the I'm a Gamer Ghost. Named after I'm a Gamer, who is known to the StarCraft community for sure. So where are you, Reaper? Are you playing base defense right now? Are you going to have a hard time getting some kills, friend? Oh, no, holding the middle zone like a watchtower. Okay, so we'll see if he does anything for us. Speedlings here. This is a great wall off from BallsMcGee, though. Tech Lab coming up on that factory. And Command Center. Third Command Center coming out as well after expanding to the safe place back there. robawtic has 3 bases here just about as well. Ling's moving on up. I was told this is a diamond level replay, and I think it is. Baneling Bust. Whoa, 3 base Baneling Bust here from robawtic. Let's see if that's going to work out. Production tab needs to come back up. There it is. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. Overlord. Actually distracting those Marines. And here come the Banelings right up the front here. Going to explode. Taken out. There it is. They get the explosion. The Ling's flooding on into the base now. BallsMcGee in trouble. In trouble. SCV's pulled off the line here as well. That is the correct response. Ling's coming down to this natural base, though. Going to kill these workers that are less defended. Hold position on the Lings as well. Killing some mules. Killing some SCVs. Not wanting to engage here. And losing some Lings in the process. Coming back on up. More Lings flooding on in. Oh, robawtic doing some good things here. Can they get the tank? No, good micro. saving the tank, and SCV's fighting for their lives as well, and they do clean out the Ling infestation. So Robawtic decides to head on back home. I don't know if that was worth it, man. I really don't know. He killed 2 SCVs, a couple mules, 2 Marines, and a Reaper. I'm going to have to use I'm a Gamer later. That was not very good. I'm a Gamer will come back, you guys. So if that was your suggestion, don't worry about it. We'll use it in a better game. Better Reaper experience for sure. So rewalling off, he now has a tank. This Ling aggression should not be too long. Shouldn't be too long. Once the tanks are out, it's really hard to make this thing work. Dun, 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 dun. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? No, he's sending his Lings back home. I was waiting for him to come up there and do some damage, but he decided not to instead. So they're coming up for Robawtic. It's like robotic, but with like a southern accent. Robawtic. Barracks coming up here for BallsMcGee, continuing to make these biological units, which is going to be good for him. No questions asked on that. Third base here for BallsMcGee seems a little bit afraid to land that, and I can't say that I blame him. It's 33 to 46 harvesters. Robawtic has the worker lead. Puts the 4th base up here on the left side as well, and just expanding his face-off. Meanwhile, you need... Oh, he's supply blocked. BallsMcGee, no! No, BallsMcGee, you can't be supply blocked. I don't... Oh, you're making me sad. Making me sad. Is that a new Reaper? No! That's the same Reaper. Alright, so maybe he has 4 kills. That's pretty good. Holding his own long watchtower again. He's not going to be aggressive, so we're not going to name him. He's going to be there for base defense, and that's pretty much it. Overlord, slow Overlord, getting burned out of the sky by these Marines with their machine guns, or rather 1 Marine. I hope his friend is getting in on the action there, so that's nice. That is a nice for him. Idle SCVs here from BallsMcGee. That's how you can tell it's a MidRank Madness game. Idle workers, man. Ling's up here trying to save the Overlord. They're going to get revenge on the Overlord because they couldn't save him. Goodbye, Marines. Ouch. That is just rough. You see these Lings galloping across the savannah. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And then they claw your face off and you die in about 2 seconds. I mean, it's a quick death. It's a quick death, right? Nothing too much to fear there. Spire on the way for Robawtic. Stim coming up for BallsMcGee. Researching that at his tech lab. See, supply blocked again? Dang it! Dang it, BallsMcGee. Stop getting supply blocked. He's making 3 supply depots at once. So maybe he heard me. Maybe he did. He's moving out with tanks, marauders, Marines. He's feeling very brave at this point in time. And maybe he should. I like his tank count. I like his Marine and Marauder count. It's pretty much just Ling Baneling from Robawtic. But he is getting mutas. He's getting Baneling speed, getting more Lings here. I was going to say he's getting mutas, but he's not. His Spire is done. He just doesn't have any Mutalisks in the sky right now. Or any in production. So third base landing. BallsMcGee took a pretty good shot to the face. With that early Baneling bust. But managed to make it work. He really did. For which I am duly impressed. Double Armory. Coming in here. Upgrades for his tanks, I guess. Maybe for his Liberators, if he's making any of those. Does he have Medivacs? He doesn't have Medivacs. Why did you skip Starport, dude? Why did you skip Starport? I'm curious about this. You need Medivacs. They're kind of, if you're going this much bio, you need Medivacs. You really do. Robawtic is making the mistake that many Zergs make of making a huge army and not attacking with it. He's letting BallsMcGee get back into this game by making a huge army, not droning up, right? So BallsMcGee catching up in worker count, just sitting back with limited units that he has. And Robawtic, you need to be aggressive. You can't just have mutas sit here, man. You got to move them around. You got to kill stuff. You got to pick stuff. You got to force your opponent to make missile turrets like that, I suppose. Scouting Marines, never mind. Scouting Marines get murdered by a huge swell of Lings once again. But they know a base is there, right? They know a base is here somewheres because they saw the creep. Or it could just be creep spread. It's possible. Could just be creep spread. Small group of Marines and Marauders heading on south here. Dudes, alright. The rest of them are coming, so that's good. Are you not, still not? Okay, he's making a starport. First starport of the game. From BallsMcGee, right over here. I don't know why he's so late with it. Did he just forget? Oh, man. Oh, man. The Zerg player is basically maxed out on Ling Bling Muta. Tank spread looking good for BallsMcGee. He's not putting them all in one place, which is nice. He's coming up, clearing some creep tumors, doing this very passively, very methodically, which is what you need to do if you're Terran. And here we go. Lings rolling on in here, pulling back. Marines running for their lives. Tanks splashing on everything, murdering a lot of this stuff. You can't let the tanks just die, though. And yes, actually getting them. A lot of Lings got murdered there. Wow, what is that? 123 Lings have died, but the tanks all died too. Again, no medevacs for healing. Starport finally making a reactor. Another Starport coming up too. BallsMcGee recognizing, you know what I need? I need medevacs. Huh. I really do. So fourth base coming in for BallsMcGee, making up for not expanding his third base soon enough. Now going for a fourth hive on the way for our Zerg player. And any upgrades on these guys? No. No upgrades. +1/+1 on the way, but not quite there yet. +1 flyer attack also being researched by robawtic. Any idle workers for our Terran player right now? No. Nope, that's good. He is throwing missile turrets up, which is smart. If there are mutas on the field, you have to be ready for them. Even if your opponent doesn't seem really intent on harassing with them and just kind of using them as part of the main army, that is just fine. Fifth base on the way at the gold for robawtic. Man alive. Man alive, robawtic. Remember early Vaani research station when Zergs would catch first at this gold base and just wreck face a lot of the time, and then Protoss started responding by going proxy 3 gateway and taking it out? Ah, I remember those days. I remember those days of casting those games for sure. Lots of Vaani research station in Heart of the Swarm back in the day. It doesn't seem like that long ago, but it was. It was a long time ago for sure. So what do we got? Lings, Banelings, Mutas against Marine, Tank, Marauder, Widowmine. Very Heart of the Swarm style here. Medevacs, go. Go to your people. Heal them. Heal your people. Go. Click. Right click. Click. Right click. Oh, snap. The swarm is moving. The swarm is on the move. Getting Terran building armor is BallsMcGee. You don't see that very often, but he's definitely getting it. +1/+1 for his, wow, for his mech and for his bio at the same time. Also something you don't see a lot of, but at these lower levels, you can kind of get away with weird stuff. Barracks factory here for BallsMcGee, setting up a bit of a wall at his natural base. Some bunkers here that are not filled in, defending his... Oh, the medevacs finally showed up for some healing. Hey, nice of you guys to show up. Thor coming up for BallsMcGee as well. I like the composition from Balls. Thor's good against Mutalisks. Marines also good. And here we go, pushing out. 2 medevacs apparently enough. You guys can come here too. Lowest 1. And we can come here too. Both. This happens a lot. Both players moving out at the same time on different sides of the map. So BallsMcGee making his presence known by going over this creep. Muta's trying to come in here, but there are 3 missile turrets, 5 missile turrets at this natural base, doing some work on those Mutas, not worrying about it. BallsMcGee going for it here, going to try to take down this third base. All the Lings and Banelings coming back, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Hatchery is going to fall. Muta's coming back as well. The hatchery does end up dying there. Tanks getting splash damage on everything, getting surrounded by Lings though. Oh, tanks. Oh, you left them alone. Marauders in the front to absorb these shots. No. I don't know. The surround. Oh. The Baneling massacre. Oh, Terran just gets annihilated there. And as do the medevac. So it's 162 to 100 total supply. BallsMcGee killed a base. That was nice. Didn't lose a base. That was also very nice. More missile turrets here trying to kill these Mutas. And doing fairly well, if I do say so myself. Killing one of them. So that's, man, get missile turrets. They are really good. If he'd had the Thor with him, I feel like he'd been in a better spot. Where are these Thors? There's one. Oh, is he stuck? Can he not get out of there? I bet he can't get out of there. I bet he's completely stuck. Dude, you made a Thor. Bring him. Bring him to absorb Baneling hits and the like. All right, resources lost. Let's take a look at that real quick. About 10,000, 10,500 for the Terran, and about 12,000 for the Zerg. That is to be expected. Creep spread beautiful from robawtic. Just about up to this 4th base of BallsMcGee. Mutas in the sky. Again, Marines and Thor's pretty good against Mutas, as it turns out. Trying to land a 5th base here is BallsMcGee, but these Mutas are right there. Like, right on top of it, and not going to allow that to happen. Unless they do. And they did. Huh. Well, now they're going to kill it. That's for sure. So, goodbye, base. It was nice knowing you. You can run, but you cannot hide. because you're too slow. And the base does end up falling. So Thor's here, Widowmines here. Banelings morphing on in with them, their speed. Their 40 hit points that they now get in patch 3.8 with speed. Chitinous plating and ultras coming in from Robawtic as well. So it's going to be Banelings, Mutas, Lings, Ultras from the Zerg player. And I don't know. I mean, the Terran player I felt like has been in a bad spot a lot in this game. So is this one of those games where they submitted it because they were kind of in the lead the whole time and won like the Zerg player? Or is this a game where the Terran player is very proud of it because it came back from a difficult spot? I don't know who submitted it, so I can't tell you. But either one, I think I'd be more happy, I think, with a Terran win here. It's funner to see somebody who's down, an underdog, get a victory against an overwhelming force like this. So I'm going to root for the Terran. Even though I'm Zerg, look at me. So Liberators here, they do that splash damage, but not extra versus light anymore, but that's okay. I mean, splash damage against me, this is going to be good any way that you can get it. So maxed out, both players now. Surprising. Is that guy still stuck? No. Nope, lifting up that barracks to allow the Thors to come on down. So it's a very interesting hodgepodge of units here. Marines, Marauders, Liberators, Thors, Hellbats, marching on down to kill some creep tumors. Here they go. Look at all these creep tumors. This is insane. It's got to be very therapeutic for BallsMcGee to kill all these tumors, though, right? It's got to feel nice. So Widowmines here, just bait. Just bait. Coming up the left side is Robawtic, trying to get a flank on the army. Oh, Widowmine shots. Widowmine shots do get in there, exploding on the Ultras mostly, though. Before getting cleaned on out, though, Ultras right on top of the Thor's defender mode circles are here as well. Can they take... Oh, big Widowmine shots! Oh, killing most of the Mutas, and wow! Wow, 9 kills each on those Widowmines. BallsMcGee wins that fight. All his Thors die, all his Marines die, all his Marauders die, but the Liberators, man, clutch in that situation. Also, these 2 Widowmines really paid off for the Terran player. So now killing more and more creep tumors. He's killed 40, 50 creep tumors at this point. He's not even really halfway there yet. He's taking us 6th base. His 5th base is under construction as well. Taking the main Zelnaga watchtower in the middle of this map. More scans available. Going to try to take out this gold base. And still going Ling Baneling is our friend Robawtic. Ling's coming on in here. Liberators setting up defender mode circles. Lings do not want to come in here. Do not come in here, Lings. Wham, 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 wham. Yeah, not looking good at all. This base getting eviscerated. Every single thing dying here. Queens, can they get it? Yes, they can find an area to attack. And they get a Liberator. Do they have upgrades? They don't really have any attack upgrades, but armor upgrades do. Get out! Liberators, run! No! Why are you doing this? Widowmine's getting some shots off. Some Queens dying, but the ones that are staying outside the circles are okay. More Widowmine shots. Transfuses keeping the Queens alive. Why are you just... Widowmine's firing again. Wow, this Zerg player not happy with Widowmines. That is for sure. For sure. Alright, so finally stabilizing the gold base there, but that's a lot of dead drones. 26 to be exact. No SCVs died in this game. Okay, 16. I was going to say. 16 SCVs have died in this game. BallsMcGee has 6 bases up and running. This is a planetary fortress in about a couple seconds, which will be very useful against Robawtic. Changelings here as well. Liberator setting up shop. No mining from the gold base for the foreseeable future. Robawtic has his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th base, which I'm sure he is very pleased by. Here come the Ultras. Tanks using that extra damage versus armored. Liberators setting up defender mode circles to kill these Ultras. Ultras do not care. They're going to stand in there and take it. And ouch, 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 ouch. Never mind, they're not just going to take it. Instead, they're going to walk through the circles, murder all the SCVs that are not protected by the circles of safety. Come on in here to the base along the left side. And I don't know. This might be it. These Ultras might be the death knell for the Terran player. Thor's here desperately trying to do stuff. They have +3 attack, right? Which is good. This guy has 2 Ultra kills. Can he get another one? He very well could. He does. He gets a 3rd Ultra kill. Weakening yet another one. Tank here getting some shots off. Kind of trying to kite a little bit. More Ultras coming up. Widowmines firing. Not doing too much damage there. And Liberator is defending the sanctity of this base. Holy crap, this is a good game. All right, so BallsMcGee stabilizing 139 to 95 total supply. He has the lead on his Zerg opponent. Zerg opponent going Ultras and making some drones right now. But look at this production tab from BallsMcGee. Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way. Marauders, tanks, more Liberators at this point. Liberator's going to be very good. Going to be the Terran's best friend. If I had to say a best friend. Whew. Creep spread still up here. Robotic loves his creep spread, that's for sure. Coming right on in. Lings, Ultras, trying to do what they can, but there are Hellions now. That is making the Lings a little bit nervous. Marauders here too, killing a queen at the front and backing out into the safety of the circles. Robautic wants nothing to do with that. Killing more creep tumors, spreading that creep backwards. So I guess forcing it to recede, not necessarily spreading it, I suppose. But picking up, getting on out of there, retreating, and again, can't come in the circles at all if you are an Ultra Lisk. 161 to 200 total supply. BallsMcGee happily mining from his bases. Gold base still not reestablished for Robautic. Has he forgotten about these Liberators? Are they continuing to get kills? Or is he just not bothering with that base at all? I don't know. Planetary Fortress here with missile turrets setting up. That's a pretty good combination. Some creep queens here fighting a Marauder by themselves. And then pulling back to throw down more creep, because that's what they do. Blue Flame Hellions, Marines, Marauders, that is enough. That is enough to get rid of these queens. 1 and 2 and 3. Actually 2 and 3 at about the same time there. But push the creep back. Push the creep back. BallsMcGee, you got this thing. You got this thing, man. Infestors on the way from Robautic. Terran, vehicle, and ship plating level 3. Coming up for BallsMcGee. You do not see that every single day of the week. No, sir. Ultras, are they fully upgraded? 6 armor and +2, so no. And no further upgrades coming here. So pushing onto the creep again. He's killed so many creep tumors. 77 at this point. So many redundant creep tumors in the middle of this map. Tanks setting up, Widow Mines setting up, Marines, Marauders, Liberators. Such an eclectic group. And everybody's upgraded, except maybe the bio. Are you guys upgraded? Yeah, +2, not bad. Here it is. Banelings crashing on in. Corruptors trying to kill these Liberators. Great job getting Corruptors. Excellent decision from Robautic. Ultras clearing out everything on the ground. Can they get it? There are 5 kills on that Ultra and going to get chased away. Corruptors clearing out everybody in the air, getting rid of those medevacs very, very nicely. Counterattacking? No. Pulling back. Pulling back. Widow Mines here, not as effective. 13 kills on that one, though. Okay, so that one's pretty good. Pretty good. Burrow on the way from Robautic. Going to try to harass the space along the left side. That's pretty much completely mined out, actually, as it turns out. Infestor here throwing down a single infested Terran. And it's actually going to hatch. Look at that. Actually going to hatch. Ultras trundling on up. Marauders trying to destroy them, but no, too few Marauders, too many Ultras. Tanks playing merry-go-round with this Ultra. The Liberator gets the killing blow there. These Ultras trying to return on home. Widowmine firing on something there. More creep spread getting destroyed and pushed back from our Zerg player. Spore Crawlers coming up from Robautic. It's 148 to 93 total supply. Terran player just punched in the face about 6 or 7 times so far in this game, but he keeps coming back. Keeps coming back for more. He's lost 41 SCVs and killed 26 drones in his time. Setting up Defender Mode Circle, setting up siege tanks at this attempted gold base. Nope, cancels everything. Trying to go for it, doesn't really work out. Widowmine shot does fire there. He just got Widow Mines in random places throughout this map. More and more creep tumors dying. 101 now to this point, which is pretty darn impressive. Thors trundling on down here by themselves. Scary place to be, Thors. I mean, you are fully upgraded. +3/+3. Yeah. Incredible stuff here. More creep tumors getting killed. It's just like you have to kill the tumors before you really do any major assault as the Terran, and he's doing it. He's doing it. Fully upgraded tanks doing 85 damage versus armored, which does count these Ultras. Creep spread getting pushed back quite a bit here. Widow Mines. BallsMcGee going to try to throw down a base at this gold as soon as that creep recedes, which could be a little bit of time. Is it going to shoot enough, or is this one going to prevent? Here he comes. Lings rolling on in. Widow Mine shot's going to fire. Wham! Everybody dies there, including that Ultra. Is BallsMcGee going to do this? I feel like he could. I really feel like he could. So Ultras, Queens from Robotic, it's a pretty good combination. Corruptors too. Corruptors were a big deal in that previous battle, but Thors with their anti-air capability could be very scary against those Corruptors. Marines coming on in, +2/+2 on those guys, not really ever bothering to go for +3/+3. BallsMcGee starting to float some 1,000 money here. Robotic floating some 1,000 minerals as well. But BallsMcGee essentially maxed out, has a planetary fortress here along this left side here at the 25-minute mark. And mining his face-off, 79 to 65 harvesters. He has an excellent lead against his opponent. Widow Mines setting that front line as they like to do. More Liberators flying in from the back lines. And look at this, just happily mining right on the edge of the creep. These SCVs are brave. Harassment from the high ground by Queens, which is, again, not something you see every day. Trying to come in with the blue flame Hellions. And there we go. Lings from the bottom. Ultras. Banelings crashing on in on everything. Thor's trying to absorb those hits. And they do. Thor's getting cleaned out by Ultras, though. Unfortunately for them, is there enough to clear out these Corruptors? I don't know if there is. Liberators doing as much damage as they possibly can do. +2 attacks. Upgraded there. And I don't know. Queen's getting destroyed here as well. Planetary Fortress being used for some stuff. And yes, he stabilizes. He does manage to kill enough to make everybody retreat from Robautic. Hellbat here with 0 kills, going to get killed by these Queens. Boop. Just straight up dead there. Liberator here with 3 kills to its name, trying to kill Overseers as well. Man, what is with MidRank Madness lately? An incredibly long, intense, action-packed games, you guys. Ling's trying to come in, but Planetary Fortress backing you up is pretty strong. It is pretty strong if you are a Terran player. 19 Banelings morphing on in all at once. Right over here by this 4th base along the left side. Is that what it was? I think this was the 4th at one point. Gold base has been reestablished by Robautic. Got some Spore Crawlers to defend against Liberators, so that was very good for him as well. Pushing on up, killing Creep Tumors, killing Extractors at this 4th base. I guess single Extractor. Hellbats with +3 attack. 39 damage versus light is nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at. And some Banelings trying to roll on in here. A lot of drones getting roasted on up, though. Banelings crashing on top of the Marauders. Can they get everything? Yeah, they do. A pickup. Picking up 2 of the Hellbats, but that's it. Does manage to retreat back here. More Thors coming in. More Liberators at the same time. 27 minutes into this game. Queens don't like what they see. He's throwing down some Creep Tumors, though. And those are getting exploded. Are those armored? Let's see. Yep, Creep Tumors are armored, so they take extra damage from tanks. Not that it matters. They don't have enough HP to survive a single hit from a tank anyway. Do they? Where are you, tanks? Tanks. There you are. So right now you're doing 52 damage. Yeah, that's enough. Robautic with the lull. Whatever, it's fun. I'm glad he's having a good time here, because I definitely am. Again, more Banelings rolling on in. Can somebody decisively win these battles? Banelings are gone. Thors are still kicking. Tanks as well here. 2 kills on that tank. SCVs attacking. Coming in actually for repairs. Final push from BallsMcGee. Is this going to be the end of it? Ladies and gentlemen, coming in with his tanks. He's going to set them in siege mode or not. I don't know. Robautic space. 6th base here is under assault. Everybody retreating. There are Ultras coming in. Queens as well. Drones retreating. SCVs attacking. SCVs attacking. More and more Queens coming in. A couple Ultras remaining. 179 to 82 total supply. Base gone. Thors with those Thor's hammers. Is that what that is? Is that what it's called? Thor's hammer? Yep. Putting the beat down on these Ultras. I think this is pretty much the army for Robautic. He's got Banelings, he's got Lings, he has a Corruptor, he's got some Queens, and an Ultra right on top of everything. Going to get some kills before he dies, that's for sure. And by that I mean maybe one. Maybe one. Ultra Planetary Fortress getting some smash on top of that as well. Queens dying everywhere. It is super chaotic right now. It is hard to tell exactly what is going on, but the Zerg units are slowly getting whittled down. The Planetary Fortress with 7 kills and gets the kill on that Ultra as well. Good game out of Robautic. Smiley face from BallsMcGee, and Robautic is defeated. Leaves the game, and so has BallsMcGee, and is the victor. Wow, incredible game there from our ZVT MidRank Madness today. I hope you enjoyed it. I know that I did. That was a good one. Again, just crazy strategies. The early Baneling Bust did a lot of damage. The Muta's causing some troubles for BallsMcGee as well. The Zerg player won the first several engagements, but those Widow Mines, where are those Widow Mines? Are they dead? I think they're dead, but those Widow Mines that took out that Mutaflock in that battle about 10 minutes ago were MVPs for sure. So just keep pumping Liberators, keep pumping tanks. BallsMcGee, you got this thing. Thor, 6 kills to his name, 3 kills. Surrounded by SCB friends. And that's going to be it from me. Woo, losing my voice a little bit here tonight. So that is going to be it from Falcon Paladin. Thank you so much for watching. You can catch me on Twitter and Facebook and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here tonight and today, and you take care of yourself.